This is your home oxygen tank. Keep the oxygen tank in its provided carrier and make sure it's in a stable position at all times. Don't leave the tank standing up. This is the on-off valve. This is a regulator that attaches onto the oxygen tank. This gauge shows how much oxygen is left in the tank. Green is full and red is empty. This control lets you adjust the flow of oxygen to the prescribed liters per minute. This oxygen outlet is where you connect the nasal cannula. This is a cylinder wrench. You will use it to open and close the valve and tighten the regulator. Turn on the tank by turning the valve on top to the left with the cylinder wrench. Watch to see that dial moves up. Turn the control to the prescribed oxygen flow and be sure to listen and feel for the oxygen flow before attaching the nasal cannula. When putting on the nasal cannula, make sure the two prongs are pointing down, not up, and never cut these prongs. You can put it behind the ears and tighten it under the chin or behind the head, whichever is more comfortable for your child. You may also get pieces of tape that look like this to help secure the cannula to your baby's face. When you're not using the oxygen tank, turn off the oxygen flow and turn off the tank by turning the valve on top back to the right with the cylinder wrench. Turn on the control and let the oxygen run so the dial returns to 0. When your oxygen tank is empty, you will need to put the regulator on a new oxygen tank. Turn the T-handle to remove the regulator. These two pins on the regulator must line up with the holes on the oxygen tank. This washer goes in the middle of the pins. Your oxygen company will give you extra washers. Put the regulator on the new oxygen tank. Line the pins on the regulator up with the holes on the tank and then tighten it with the T-handle. Use the cylinder wrench to turn the valve on. If you feel or hear a leak, try to retighten or replace the regulator. Call your oxygen company if you think the regulator is broken. On your way home, don't smoke in the car and keep one window partially open. Keep the oxygen tank secure by laying it on its side where it can't roll around. Use a restraining device such as a seatbelt or soft clothing, blankets, or towels to secure the tank on the floor behind seats to prevent rolling. When you get home, call your oxygen company right away so they can bring you more oxygen tanks. Make sure the oxygen tanks are secure in their provided carriers at all times. Do not leave them in an area where they can be easily knocked over. Don't store your oxygen tanks in a small storage area such as a closet or the trunk of a car because any oxygen that leaks out of the tank can create a fire hazard. Oxygen is not flammable. However, oxygen will cause anything that is burning to burn hotter and faster. No smoking in the same room or car as your oxygen equipment. Your home care company will give you no smoking signs to place on your door. Don't use any friction toys or gadgets that could cause a spark around oxygen. Don't use oil-based creams and lotions like petroleum jelly on your skin. Use water-based creams and lotions instead. If your child is using lip moisturizer, check the ingredients for any of the listed materials. Keep the oxygen tanks and tubing at least 10 feet away from any source of heat. Keep oxygen equipment away from flammable materials such as grease, oil, aerosols, paints, gasolines, or solvents. If you have any questions, please contact your oxygen supply company.